Well, it's that time of year. It's springtime, so summer's on the way, and I'm thinking about projects to do. And in the wintertime, I've been trying to duplicate everything that I did in my boombox. As you can see, I have an amp here. I have this from last year, and I got a buck converter that I've had for a while, which needs to be fixed. Same thing goes with this, but I'll explain it after. I have my speaker protection, and these were from last year too. I was thinking of using, but never did. And I was thinking, I wanted to buy everything again, just in case something goes wrong on that boombox, and therefore I can be able to fix it. And just in case these parts disappear forever. But yeah, I thought, screw it. I'm just going to build another boombox, and it's going to be a small one this time. It's not going to be fancy like the other one with all the features it has. So I want to show you what else I bought. It's in this box. It came from Parts Express. I never bought from there before, so this is the first time I'll be opening this. I pulled out the package slip and I hid by my location and whatnot. So let's go ahead and open this box, and I'll show you the satellites I got. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this box. Nice packing material. Alright. So this is what it looks like. Box. Alright. Not bad. From what I've seen so far. Alright, so we have 4 piezo horn tweeters here. I paid about 98 cents for them. I have a 300 watt pyramid, 6.5 inch polywoofer here, which is about $11.49. And these two are just your polycone woofers. They're all 4 ohm here, and these ones are about $7 each. So pretty cheap. Hopefully they sound good. So I'm going to open them up and we'll have a look at them. First of all, I just want to have a look at one of these. And yeah, they're pretty basic. I bought 4 because I wanted a couple of spares just in case something goes wrong. Now, I am going to be testing, but I'm going to be testing without these. Well, maybe I will connect them for now, but on low volume. I have a couple of capacitors that are coming. I just don't want to put them in the circuit right now and blow them. So therefore, they won't be used yet. So let's have a look at one of these. Huh. I just want to be very careful. There. That's nice and packed too. Oh, until I do something dumb like that. Alright. Feel the magnet on that. That's nice looking. For a tiny little feller. I will put the specs of everything on the screen right now so you can have a look. Ooh. Obviously the magnet's right there. Oh. Yeah. This thing's upside down, I guess. Alright, anyway, next one. This one's in a different box. Come on. Fancy little guy. Yeah, it's transparent. Looks like it's got some nice movement out of that. It says it's 300 watts. Obviously this little board's not going to go to 300 watts. I'm going to be testing all these. I just want to make sure that thing's not going to overheat and cause problems. If it does, I'm going to have to find something else. But I will be testing all these and seeing how they sound. But they're nice looking. It's time to show you how I have this thing set up. We have my 24 volt DC. This is a switching power supply. 24 volt DC out, 110 in. You can take 240 in as well. But yeah, 110 from the wall into here converts it down to 24 volt DC. And it says it's 9 amp. Well, I don't know how well that does, but I'm sure it'll be tested with this. But anyway, it's coming out of here and it's going into this block. From here, it's getting split directly into here. So 24 volt DC into this amp. And the other half of it is splitting into this buck converter, which is sitting about 11.30 volts, close to 12 volt, and into the relay protection board. So from this amp, when you go to turn it on without this, you're going to hear a pop in your speakers. You can actually injure, or you can actually blow these, unless you have capacitors. That should help with that. But yeah, this is to eliminate the popping noise. Basically, when the circuit turns on, it's cut off here until a few seconds, and then the relays kick on and it completes the circuit and allows any audio to go through. So basically, when you turn on an amplifier, any type of amp, you go to turn it on, you hear those clicks. It's because of these. This is a different type, but it's pretty similar to that. So I have a shield on here. I have every single pot grounded, and it's being grounded directly to the auxiliary out. So we have our main ground point here. You're actually supposed to be grounding this, by the way. You should be doing it like that. See, these pots get grounded here, and they expect you to put at least the auxiliary onto the main plate itself. So that's basically what this is here. Without this, you're going to hear static, and especially with switching power supplies, like, you're not supposed to use this. You're supposed to use linear, big beefy ass transformers. This thing's a little teeny tiny guy, but anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it on to make sure that this works first before I plug these in, and then do all the testing. So let's see if everything is connected. It doesn't blow up. Relays took a little longer than usual, but they just kicked on. So far, everything's good. Alright, so I'm going to unplug it and connect the speakers. Alright, so I got these 3 speakers hooked up. I got the woofer in the center, left and right. Before I actually let you hear this, and I'm curious to see what it sounds like myself, I'm going to explain to you exactly what happened with this. I made a video when I went to unbox it, so I'm going to show you that now. What in the hell type of fucking capacitor is that? Let's get it go. Here, let's move you out. Well, I picked up another one of these Class D amplifiers, and I'm not too impressed with a couple of things on here. As an example, that's a really crappy capacitor that's going to have to be replaced. I have no idea about the inductors or any of this up here, whether or not it needs to be replaced. But there is one main issue with this board, and I don't know if you can see it, but I'll show it to you right now. If you look right here, look at that SMD capacitor right there. Looks like they goofed up. That should be going right across through here. But I want to have a look at my other Class D amp just to see if it's the exact same or not. But I might have to fix that. Alright, let's have a look at this one. And see if it has the same problem or not. Alright, let's zoom in. And it was, no, you can see it right there. In between the 3 caps. Right here. You can see that it's set up right. So the one that I got is messed up. This one's fine. Interesting. So for the heck of it, you can see the capacitor is a lot different right there. Although that one's probably pretty crappy too. I didn't look at the brand name on it, but yeah, it came from China, so the quality's not that great. So yeah, from what my other one shows, that definitely needs to be fixed. So I'll have to do that. So yeah, I'm going to eventually have to fix that capacitor on this board. Somewhere down over here, I think. Yeah, it's right over here. So yeah, that's got to be fixed. I got to fix this capacitor as well and put it properly on the board, which is all right. That's not a big deal. But yeah, that's just something that ends up happening once in a while. I guess everybody screws up eventually. So yeah, that including that. It seemed to work, so that's a good sign. The inductors never got hot, but I'm kind of curious to see if the inductors will get hot now, since I have a larger load instead of using TV speakers on this thing. We'll see how well it sounds. I may have to fix that. Maybe it'll be louder. I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and plug it in. All right. It's plugged in. No popping because of the relays. They never kicked in yet. Now they just kicked in. And I gotta sync this thing to this old phone of mine. What's it is set up? I don't know. It says you're connected by audio. So maybe it is. Alright, let's find a copyright song. And here's one right here I just stuck on. So let's play. That seemed to work. Let's turn up the volume. I'm going to have to do some adjustments. Just shut up with the high volume thing. Huh. Oh, there we are. There's some sound. Doesn't sound too bad. Let's get the woofer in. Everything else is kind of annoying up there. Good. Although it would sound a lot better in an enclosure. How's the inductor so far? Super cold. That's because it's a little chilly out here yet. This guy makes some damn good music. Just the left and right going right now. Those actually sound really good. Just the woofer. There's a little bit of screeching on that. Huh. Crappy pots might have to be replaced eventually too. Same thing with the stupid cap. try that one. Cold. Things sound great. I don't even have it up all the way either. I think I barely have it up. Alright, well, I went here with these, but I did see some other capacitors over here. I think these are ones that I pulled off that old TV. Oh, yeah. Oh wait, I have a couple of brand new ones, I think. You know what? Give me a moment. I'll be right back. All right, so I want to show you something. The reason for these capacitors. Watch this. See, it's moving a lot, right? You don't want that in tweeters. Look now. It's moving. Let me disconnect them from touching. Oh, now I completely disconnected it. Alright, so basically what is happening here is this gets rid of the lows and it leaves you with the highs. See, you don't want the lows in these little fellas right here. Instead, you're going to blow them. So that's the whole reason for the capacitors. So I'm going to connect them up and I'm curious to see what they sound like. So now they're hooked up. I have one of the capacitors right here. I got another one over here. I had to use alligator clips on alligator clips because my ends are kind of screwed up. So they would not grab at all. So yeah, let's hopefully see how this thing sounds. Ooh. Oh yeah, it gives it that tin sound now. That sounds good. Let's turn it down a bit. That's what it was missing. You can really hear them back there. I have to throw a couple of resistors on them though to lower them. It's a little high.